Have you ever paused and wondered how many vibrant years you have left after turning 70? As each year passes, it feels even more precious. The truth is, while none of us can predict our exact lifespan, our bodies are constantly sending subtle signals about our health and longevity. By learning to recognize these signs, we can take meaningful steps to enhance our quality of life. Today, we will explore 7 scientifically proven signs that may predict how long you might live after 70. Each of these indicators is not just about surviving longer, but thriving longer. If you're passionate about living not just longer, but stronger, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And stay with me until the end. You might discover something that could change your future. Your body is a remarkable storyteller. It speaks through balance, strength, endurance, and resilience. By paying attention to its messages, you can unlock the key to healthy aging. Watching my Uncle David, who is now 92 and still gardens every morning with a smile on his face, showed me that small habits noticed early truly matter. So today, let's decode those habits together. Sign 1, your ability to stand on one foot. Balance is a hidden superpower that many of us overlook until we start losing it. Yet it is one of the strongest indicators of your overall physical health, neurological integrity, and even your future independence. According to research, the ability to stand on one foot for at least 10 seconds correlates strongly with lower risks of falls, fractures, and cognitive decline. As we age, balance becomes more than just about staying upright. It reflects the harmony between your muscles, bones, nervous system, and even your inner ear function. When Margaret, a 74-year-old grandmother of 4, nearly lost her footing while reaching for a book on a high shelf, she realized it was a wake-up call. Instead of dismissing it as clumsiness, she understood it as her body's way of signaling a decline in balance and stability. She decided to take action immediately. Every morning while brushing her teeth, Margaret began practicing standing on one foot. Initially, she could barely manage 5 seconds without wobbling. But with persistence, over a few months, she progressed to confidently balancing for over 30 seconds on each leg. Why does standing on one foot matter so much? Balance is deeply connected to muscle strength, especially in the legs and core, proprioception, your body's sense of its position in space, and brain health. Poor balance can increase your risk of falls, which are a leading cause of injury and loss of independence among seniors. Moreover, studies have linked diminished balance with a higher likelihood of early cognitive decline, as the same brain regions responsible for balance are involved in memory and executive function. If you want to assess your balance today, here's a simple way. Find a flat, open space near a counter or sturdy chair for safety. Stand tall, lift one foot a few inches off the ground, and try to hold the position without wobbling. Time yourself. Ideally, healthy adults over 70 should aim to maintain the position for at least 10 seconds. If you find it challenging, don't worry. Balance can be improved with consistent practice. To strengthen your balance, start with these simple exercises. First, practice the one-leg stand daily, holding onto a chair if necessary, and gradually reducing support as you improve. Second, try heel-to-toe walking. Walk in a straight line, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other, like walking on a tightrope. Third, include gentle yoga or Tai Chi in your routine. These practices not only enhance balance, but also improve flexibility and body awareness. Margaret found her morning balance ritual empowering. It gave her more than physical stability. It restored her confidence to live independently and enjoy her daily activities without fear of falling. Over time, she even inspired her friends at the local community center to start their own balance challenges. If you give this simple exercise a try today, let us know how it goes in the comments. Were you surprised by how easy or difficult it felt? Sharing your experience can motivate others to take that first step toward better balance and healthier aging. Remember, balance is not just about preventing falls. It is about standing strong, moving freely, and embracing life with steady confidence at any age. Sign 2, grip strength. Grip strength is often referred to as a biomarker of aging, and for good reason. It is a surprisingly powerful predictor of overall health and longevity. Multiple studies have demonstrated that individuals with stronger grip strength tend to live longer, maintain better cognitive function, and experience fewer cardiovascular issues. Your grip strength reflects more than just your hand muscles. It is an indicator of total body strength, neural health, and even metabolic resilience. George, a retired clockmaker who spent his life repairing intricate mechanisms, first noticed a worrying change when he struggled to open a jar of pickles. It seemed minor at first, but it made him question his overall physical condition. Remembering the importance of grip strength, he decided to take small but deliberate actions to regain it. George started using a soft stress ball, squeezing it for 3 sets of 15 repetitions twice a day. In just a few months, he noticed a remarkable difference, not only in his hands but also in his confidence performing everyday tasks. Why does grip strength matter so much? When you squeeze an object, your muscles, tendons, and nerves work together seamlessly. A declining grip can signal reduced muscle mass, poor circulation, or even early signs of neurological disorders such as Parkinson's disease. Strong grip strength, on the other hand, indicates healthy muscle function, good nerve communication, and sufficient blood flow, all vital for maintaining independence and quality of life as we age. Testing your grip strength at home is easy. One simple method is the jar test. Take a tight jar lid and try opening it. If it feels significantly more difficult than before, or if you notice you use your body weight rather than hand strength, it might be time to start strengthening exercises. For those who want a more accurate assessment, handheld dynamometers are available online and can provide a numerical measurement. Improving your grip strength does not require expensive equipment or gym memberships. Start with stress ball squeezes or rubber band finger extensions, which involve placing a rubber band around your fingers and expanding them outward against resistance. You can also perform farmer's walks by carrying grocery bags or small weights while maintaining an upright posture. Light dumbbell exercises like wrist curls, reverse curls, and static holds are excellent additions to your routine. George incorporated a variety of these exercises into his daily life. For example, when watching television, he would practice squeezing a tennis ball or gripping a resistance hand gripper. His hands grew stronger, but more importantly, he regained his confidence to handle everyday objects, cook meals, and carry shopping bags without assistance. Grip strength is about more than muscle. It is a reflection of your vitality and resilience. Maintaining strong hands ensures you can live independently, enjoy your hobbies, and meet daily challenges with ease. If you've found creative ways to keep your hands strong, share your experience with us. Your tips might inspire someone else to start strengthening today. Remember, it's never too late to add power to your handshake and strength to your life story. Sign 3. Walking speed. Walking is often described as a 6th vital sign for older adults because of its profound link to survival and overall health. Researchers have found that walking speed reflects many bodily systems integration, musculoskeletal strength, cardiovascular endurance, lung capacity, balance, and even mental focus. A decline in walking speed can be an early warning sign of various health issues, including heart disease, cognitive impairment, and frailty. Claire, a 72-year-old retired librarian, first noticed a change when she struggled to keep pace with her friends during their regular morning walks in the park. Once known for her brisk stride, Claire began to lag behind, often feeling winded after short distances. Concerned but determined, she decided to take action rather than resign herself to this slow decline. Why does walking speed matter so much? A slower gait often means the body is experiencing declines in muscle strength, joint flexibility, or aerobic capacity. It might also hint at balance issues or neurological problems. In contrast, maintaining a steady, brisk walking speed is associated with greater longevity, better mental sharpness, and more robust physical function. You can easily test your walking speed at home. Choose a straight, flat 20-foot path. Start a timer, walk at your normal pace from start to finish, and record how long it takes. A healthy pace for older adults is approximately 1.0 to 1.2 meters per second, or about 3 to 4 feet per second. If you walk significantly slower, it's an opportunity to focus on building endurance and strength. Improving your walking speed involves more than just walking more. Claire started with 3 simple changes. First, she incorporated short daily walks, starting with 10 minutes and gradually increasing to 30 minutes. Second, she introduced light strength training twice a week to build muscle in her legs and core exercises like squats, lunges, and step-ups. Third, she practiced mindful walking, standing tall, swinging her arms naturally, and focusing on taking purposeful, energized steps. Flexibility also plays a role. Gentle stretching routines, particularly for the calves, hamstrings, and hip flexors, can make walking feel smoother and more natural. Claire found that stretching before and after walks dramatically reduced stiffness and improved her stride. Safety is essential too. Good footwear with proper support, avoiding uneven paths, and using walking poles if needed can make a big difference in maintaining a confident, stable gait. Within a few months, Claire's improvements were remarkable. Not only could she keep up with her walking group, but she also felt stronger, more energized, and more positive overall. Her morning walks became moments of joy and pride rather than frustration. Walking speed is not just a number. It is a mirror reflecting your body's vitality. A brisk walk can become your daily declaration that you are actively investing in your health and happiness. If you have a favorite walking route or a personal tip for staying active, please share it with us. Your story might inspire someone else to take those first empowering steps today. Remember, every stride you take today builds the path for a stronger, brighter tomorrow. Sign 4. Quality of sleep. Sleep is often undervalued, yet it plays a pivotal role in healthy aging and longevity. Research shows that poor sleep not only affects mood and memory, but also increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and even dementia. Sleep is the body's natural restoration process, where vital repair work happens deep within your cells, organs, and brain. For older adults, maintaining high-quality sleep is essential for physical energy, emotional balance, and cognitive sharpness. Thomas, once an energetic and socially active man in his early 70s, noticed a subtle but troubling change. He began waking up frequently during the night, feeling groggy in the mornings, and struggling with forgetfulness throughout the day. Initially, he dismissed it as just getting older, but after a few months, the impact on his mood and motivation was undeniable. A friend's advice led him to reevaluate his sleeping habits. Why does sleep quality matter so much? During sleep, your body removes toxins from the brain, repairs damaged cells, balances hormones, and strengthens the immune system. Interrupted or insufficient sleep disrupts these critical processes, leading to higher inflammation, elevated blood pressure, and imbalances in blood sugar regulation. Studies have found that seniors who consistently sleep poorly have a significantly higher risk of developing Alzheimer's disease and cardiovascular problems. If you want to assess your sleep quality, consider a few simple questions. Do you fall asleep easily within 20 minutes? Do you stay asleep without frequent awakenings? Do you wake feeling refreshed? If the answer to any of these is no, it's worth paying attention to your sleep environment and habits. Improving sleep quality starts with establishing a consistent sleep schedule. Thomas committed to going to bed and waking up at the same times every day, even on weekends. This helped regulate his body's internal clock. He also created a bedtime routine, dimming the lights, turning off screens an hour before bed, drinking chamomile tea, and reading a few pages of a calming book. These small, deliberate actions prepared his body and mind for rest. Another key step was optimizing his sleeping environment. Thomas made sure his bedroom was cool, quiet, and dark. He invested in blackout curtains, removed noisy electronics, and used a white noise machine to mask disruptive sounds. The transformation was remarkable. Within a few weeks, his sleep became deeper and more restorative, and his daytime energy and memory improved dramatically. Simple breathing exercises and relaxation techniques can also be powerful tools. One method Thomas found helpful was the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7 counts, and exhale slowly for 8 counts. This simple pattern triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting relaxation. Nutrition and daytime habits matter too. Avoiding heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol late in the day help Thomas sleep more soundly. Morning exposure to natural sunlight reinforced his circadian rhythms, making it easier to fall asleep at night. Good sleep hygiene is not about perfection. It is about building consistent habits that support your body's natural rhythms. If you struggle with sleep, try starting with just one small change, whether it's setting a regular bedtime, creating a relaxing evening ritual, or limiting screen time before bed. Thomas's story is a powerful reminder that sleep is not a luxury, it is a foundational pillar of vibrant aging. By honoring his need for restorative rest, he regained not only his physical vitality, but also his zest for life. If you have a special bedtime routine or a tip that helps you sleep better, please share it with us. Your experience could be the encouragement someone else needs to rediscover the healing power of good sleep. Remember, every good night's sleep is a step toward a healthier, happier future. Sign 5. How you manage stress. Stress is an unavoidable part of life, but how we handle it, especially after 70, can make a significant difference in how long and how well we live. Chronic stress acts as a silent attacker on our health, leading to systemic inflammation, weakened immunity, elevated blood pressure, and even accelerating cognitive decline. Managing stress effectively is not just about emotional well-being. It is directly tied to physical vitality and longevity. Nancy, a former school principal, spent her career thriving under pressure. However, after retirement, she found herself struggling with a different kind of stress, feelings of isolation, a loss of purpose, and health anxieties. She noticed her blood pressure creeping higher, her sleep quality deteriorating, and a constant feeling of tension in her body. Realizing that ignoring these signals could shorten her life, she decided to make stress management a daily priority. Why does stress have such a profound impact? When you encounter a stressful situation, your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. In the short term, these hormones are helpful. They give you energy and focus to respond to challenges. But when stress becomes chronic, your body remains in a constant state of alert. This long-term fight-or-flight response wears down the cardiovascular system, impairs digestion, disrupts sleep, suppresses immune function, and accelerates the aging process in cells. Recognizing and responding to chronic stress early can significantly lower your risk of serious illnesses, including heart attacks, strokes, diabetes, and dementia. Fortunately, stress management is a skill that can be developed at any age. Nancy began her journey with small, manageable changes. She started practicing mindfulness meditation for just 5 minutes each morning, focusing on her breathing and letting go of racing thoughts. Initially skeptical, she quickly noticed she felt calmer and more centered throughout the day. Mindfulness is one powerful tool, but it's not the only one. Finding activities that bring genuine joy and relaxation is essential. Nancy reignited her passion for painting, something she had set aside for decades. Engaging in creative hobbies not only reduced her stress, but also provided a deep sense of fulfillment and self-expression. Another strategy Nancy adopted was physical movement. Moderate exercise, such as brisk walking, gentle yoga, or Tai Chi, releases endorphins, natural chemicals in the brain, that improve mood and reduce pain. Even 20 minutes of light activity a day significantly lowered her stress levels. Social connection also played a critical role. Although retired, Nancy made an effort to stay socially engaged by volunteering at a local community center and participating in group art classes. Positive social interactions act as a buffer against stress, offering emotional support and reducing feelings of loneliness. If you are looking to manage stress better, start with a simple breathing exercise. Try the 4-4-8 method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale slowly for 8 seconds. This practice calms the nervous system and can be done anywhere, anytime you feel tension rising. You might also benefit from creating a joy list, a collection of small activities that bring you peace or happiness, such as gardening, calling a friend, playing music, or simply sitting quietly in nature. When stress begins to build, choose one activity from your list to reconnect with calmness. Importantly, managing stress is not about eliminating challenges from your life. It is about changing your response to them. Nancy still experiences occasional frustrations and worries, but now she meets them with resilience, patience, and self-compassion. By cultivating stress resilience, you are protecting your heart, preserving your brain health, and enhancing every other system in your body. The ability to stay calm amidst life's inevitable storms is a true mark of wisdom and strength. If you have discovered personal methods to manage stress, whether through hobbies, movement, meditation, or meaningful conversations, please share them with us. Your experiences could light the path for someone else who needs a little more peace in their life. Remember, every moment you choose calm over chaos, you are choosing health, happiness, and a longer, more fulfilling life. Sign 6. Maintaining muscle mass. When we think about aging gracefully, we often picture staying active, independent, and energetic. A crucial yet often overlooked factor that makes this possible is maintaining muscle mass. After age 30, we naturally begin to lose muscle mass at a rate of about 3–8% per decade, and this rate accelerates after 60. This condition, called sarcopenia, is not just about feeling weaker. It is directly tied to risks like falls, fractures, frailty, and even early mortality. Henry, a 78-year-old retired engineer, first realized the importance of muscle maintenance when he struggled to rise from his favorite recliner chair. Tasks that once felt effortless, carrying groceries, climbing stairs, gardening, became increasingly challenging. After a minor fall while reaching for a high shelf, he decided that something had to change. His doctor explained that muscle strength is not only about physical power, but also about balance, metabolism, bone health, and protection against chronic illnesses. Why does maintaining muscle mass matter so much? Muscles are essential for mobility, but they also act like metabolic engines, helping regulate blood sugar, burning fat, supporting heart health, and even aiding brain function. Loss of muscle leads to slower metabolism, weight gain, insulin resistance, and a cycle of declining health. In fact, research shows that greater muscle strength in older adults is associated with significantly lower risks of cardiovascular disease, dementia, and overall mortality. The good news is that muscle loss is not inevitable. With the right strategies, you can build, maintain, and even regain strength at any age. Henry began his recovery with small, manageable steps. His physical therapist introduced him to simple bodyweight exercises. Chair squats, where he would sit and stand from a chair without using his hands, helped build strength in his legs and glutes. Wall push-ups strengthened his chest, shoulders, and arms. Resistance bands provided a safe, effective way to challenge his muscles without needing heavy weights. If you are just starting, consistency matters more than intensity. 2 to 3 sessions a week of resistance exercises can make a remarkable difference. Focus on major muscle groups: legs, hips, back, abdomen, chest, shoulders, and arms. Use light dumbbells, resistance bands, or even household items like water bottles or canned goods. Progressive resistance is key. As your muscles adapt, gradually increase the challenge. That might mean doing more repetitions, increasing the resistance slightly, or trying more complex movements. Remember, it's not about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about preserving your strength and independence. Henry also discovered that balance exercises complemented his strength training. Simple movements like standing on one foot, heel-to-toe walking, or practicing Tai Chi helped him regain his stability and confidence. Nutrition plays a vital supporting role. Adequate protein intake is essential for muscle repair and growth. Seniors often need more protein than younger adults to maintain muscle mass, aiming for about 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. Henry adjusted his diet to include more lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy products, beans, and nuts. Rest and recovery are equally important. Muscles grow and strengthen during rest, not just during exercise. Ensuring quality sleep and taking rest days between strength sessions prevents overtraining and supports ongoing progress. Within a few months, Henry noticed a transformation. He could rise easily from chairs, carry his groceries, and even enjoy light hikes again. Perhaps most importantly, he regained his sense of independence and pride in his physical abilities. Building and maintaining muscle is not just about strength, it is about empowering yourself to live fully and joyfully. No matter your starting point, every rep, every stretch, every small effort is an investment in your future health. If you have a favorite strength exercise, or if you have experienced a breakthrough in maintaining your mobility, please share it with us. Your journey could inspire others to take that important first step toward becoming stronger, steadier, and more vibrant every day. Remember, maintaining your muscles is not about chasing youth. It is about honoring your body, embracing your strength, and celebrating all that you are capable of at every age. Sign 7, waistline and visceral fat. When considering signs that predict longevity after 70, few are as visually obvious, yet as deeply underestimated as waist size. While many people focus on overall weight or body mass index, BMI, research increasingly shows that where you carry fat matters more than how much you weigh. Specifically, excess fat around the abdomen, known as visceral fat, is a critical predictor of health risks and can significantly shorten life expectancy. Eleanor, a spirited 76-year-old who loved baking for her grandchildren, first noticed changes when her doctor gently pointed out that her waistline had expanded a few inches over the past few years. Though she felt fine, her doctor explained that visceral fat is not like the fat that lies just beneath the skin. It surrounds vital organs, such as the liver, pancreas, and intestines, releasing inflammatory substances that can damage these organs over time. Eleanor realized that even though she wasn't overweight by traditional standards, her waist size was putting her at risk. Why does visceral fat matter so much? Unlike subcutaneous fat, visceral fat is metabolically active, producing hormones and inflammatory markers that contribute to chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and even certain cancers. Studies have shown that individuals with a higher waist circumference have a greater risk of mortality, regardless of their overall weight. To check your waistline health, grab a flexible measuring tape. Place it around your bare abdomen, just above your hip bones after exhaling. For women, a waist circumference over 35 inches, 88 centimeters, and for men, over 40 inches, 102 centimeters, is considered a warning sign. The good news is that visceral fat is very responsive to lifestyle changes. Eleanor started her transformation with small, sustainable adjustments. Instead of overhauling her entire diet, she made smarter swaps, replacing sugary snacks with fresh fruits, choosing whole grains over refined ones, and cutting back on processed foods and sweetened beverages. She also added more fiber to her meals, helping her feel full longer and improving her digestive health. Physical activity was another pillar of Eleanor's success. She committed to 30 minutes of moderate exercise 5 days a week, focusing on brisk walking, dancing to her favorite music, and doing simple stretching routines. Cardiovascular exercise, in particular, is highly effective at reducing visceral fat. Dancing, even around the living room, became not only a workout, but also a joyful daily ritual that boosted her spirit. Stress management also played a surprising role. Chronic stress increases cortisol levels, a hormone that promotes abdominal fat storage. Eleanor incorporated daily relaxation practices like deep breathing, gardening, and connecting with friends, which helped keep her stress levels and her waistline under control. Sleep quality is another overlooked factor. Poor sleep disrupts hunger hormones and can increase cravings for unhealthy foods. Eleanor prioritized getting 7 to 8 hours of restful sleep per night, establishing a calming bedtime routine that supported her health goals. Within 6 months, Eleanor lost several inches off her waistline. But more importantly, her blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels improved significantly. She felt lighter, more energetic, and more confident in her body's ability to support her active life. Reducing visceral fat is not about striving for a model's figure. It is about protecting your internal health and extending your vibrant years. It is about giving your heart, your liver, and your entire body the best chance to function optimally for many years to come. If you have found simple and effective ways to keep your waistline healthy, or have a favorite healthy snack or meal that supports your goals, we would love to hear from you. Your experiences could inspire and empower others on their journey to healthier living. Remember, every small change you make today, a walk after dinner, an extra serving of vegetables, a deeper night's sleep builds a foundation for a stronger, longer, and more joyful tomorrow. As we come to the end of this journey through the 7 signs that predict how long you may live after 70, I hope you feel empowered, not intimidated. These signs are not verdicts, they are invitations. They are gentle messages from your body asking you to listen more closely, to nurture yourself with greater love and intention. Whether it's standing on one foot, building your grip strength, walking a little faster, cherishing deep sleep, managing your stress, maintaining your muscle mass, or taking care of your waistline, each small step you take brings a profound ripple of vitality into your life. Aging is not a slow decline. It is a dynamic process, and you have far more influence over it than you might have imagined. Remember David, Margaret, George, Claire, Thomas, Nancy, and Eleanor. Each of them faced challenges, moments of uncertainty, and choices. And each of them, in their own way, chose to honor the gift of life by embracing small, consistent actions that made a monumental difference. You can do the same. It is never too late to start. Your body, your spirit, your dreams, they are resilient. They are waiting for you to believe in them again. If today's journey inspired you, even in a small way, I warmly invite you to share your story in the comments below. What signs have you noticed in your own life? What small changes are you willing to try? Your words could be the light that guides someone else on their path. And if you would like to continue exploring the journey of healthy, vibrant aging together, please consider subscribing to my channel. By joining our growing community, you'll gain more insights, encouragement, and practical tips to help you live every year with wisdom and strength. Simply click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a message designed just for you. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, healthy aging is not about chasing youth. It's about embracing wisdom, celebrating strength, and living each day with intention and joy. Stay wise, stay vibrant, and above all, stay deeply connected to the beautiful life within you. You are not just adding years to your life, you are adding life to your years.